Hey guys, Willie Mayette, creator of Jazz Edge. Welcome to Jazz Piano Daily number 8. Today I'm going to show you a new jazz piano improvisation trick. So, Jazz Piano Daily, quick, easy, no BS, daily jazz piano lessons that teach you by doing. You learn by doing. All right, so let's jump right into this. Let me play it for you and then we'll break it down. Here we go. One more time. All right, so now this improvisation, what you're going to notice is that you might be wondering, like, well, where are these notes coming from? Check this out. So if we go back to number 7, yesterday's Jazz Piano Daily lesson, first of all, you'll notice that the bass line that we're using here is exactly what we're using today, right? So we're taking the exact same bass line. See how we are stacking our knowledge. What we learned yesterday, we're adding on today. All right. So in the right hand, take a look at these notes. There's my E flat major 7th, rootless chord voicing, B flat minor 7, E flat 7, and an A flat major 7th. Well, now, if you take a look at what's happening here, you'll see that all of these notes here, right? Look what happens if I just hold these notes down. Well, lo and behold, they are what? The same notes as the E flat major 7th rootless chord voicing. Now, something very important to note here. Notice I am not going in order here. It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. It's random order. I can play these notes in any order that I want. Now, typically when I start on a chord tone, it's going to be a little bit stronger than starting on, say, like a tension, like the F. But I could. So now I'm taking that same trick and I'm playing it over the entire first 8 measures of Misty. And the trick is that I'm using my rootless chord voicing notes that are found in the right hand. I'm using that as my ingredients for my improvisation. So again, over here, well, what do I got going on here? I mean, look, I literally just arpeggiated the notes of that B flat minor 7th rootless chord voicing. When I get to the E flat 7, I just played the first 3 notes. Notice I left out that C because I don't want it to be all 8th notes. So what did I do? I put in a quarter note right here to add a little bit of variety. Then I do a quarter note again there. And what do you notice is going on right here in the A flat 7? Again, utilizing all of the notes of my A flat major 7th rootless chord voicing. All right, so let's make sure that we are in complete understanding of what's going on here. So first of all, if we go back to lesson number 7 or one of the other lessons where the rootless chords are written out, but here they're written out nicely for you in the right hand in lesson number 7. I'm taking these notes, right? So these 4 notes, D, F, G, and B flat. And I'm saying, hey, look, if those notes work as for my E flat major 7th chord, well, then I can also utilize them for improvisation over E flat major 7th. Because remember this trick, you can always use chord tones in your improvisation. They're always going to sound good. Even the tensions. Even when you play those tensions. So that's if I were to keep playing out and play the rest of the chords from Misty, all right? So you can hear how utilizing those chord tones, it makes your improvisation always sound good. All right, so let's break this down and just make sure that you can play all of this, all right? So let me just get that straight. So let's just do the right hand by itself. So I'm going to start by saying, all right? A lot of times with these 8th rests, when we start, I vocalize it by saying, all right? And if you need help with rhythm, check out Jazz Piano Daily number 10, and you'll get some help with rhythm. So, ba-dee, 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 ba, thumb, lift up, thumb, So the vocalization of this is ba-dee, 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 ba-da, da, triplet dee, ba. Again, if you don't know the vocalization or anything like that, don't worry about it. In lesson number 10, I'm going to go through all of that. So check out Jazz Piano Daily number 10 for the vocalization. All right, so just try doing it with me. Ba-dee, 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 ba-da, da, triplet dee, ba. Let's get that left hand with it. Nice and slow. Be sure to see where they line up, okay? So all of these lines here, this is where the notes are going to play together, right? So all these other notes, right, like this right here, these notes have no left hand attached to them, okay? So just where you see these sticks going up and down, that's where you're playing hands together. So it's don't forget this D right here, that's a D flat, okay? Don't forget about that flat. The flats are good. Flats, sharps, or naturals are good for the entire measure unless they get canceled out. So here we go. Again. Again. Now you're going to notice that some places there's some tension that's created. Like check out that. Right? There's some tension that's being created there. But remember, as you play this faster, it starts, all of that tension starts to resolve itself out. So right? And remember that jazz is all about creating tension and then releasing that tension. Tension and release. But the slower that you practice and the slower you go, you might find that some of those chords or lines, you might find some of them get to be a little bit tense. So just be, conscious of that and be patient with yourself and just be sure to really take a look at the notes and make sure that you're hitting the right note. If you're hitting the right note and it sounds tense, just means that your ears need to get used to that tension. But they will get used to it. The more you play jazz, the more you're going to get used to playing that tension. All right, last time we'll go through this just to make sure we got it. Here we go. Okay. All right, great job. All right, so now, like I said before, if you want to get the sheet music, just go back to jazzpianodaily.com. Be sure also, please, to subscribe to the YouTube channel and like the videos. I would appreciate that. It helps me out, and it helps me to keep bringing you these free videos. So I appreciate you doing that. And if you have any questions, comments, whatever, go ahead and leave them in the comments area. All right, that's it for me. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next Jazz Piano Daily.